creativity. Percy Shelley could actually get very little of his work published in England, and he begins to feel increasingly isolated and despondent. The birth of his youngest son with Mary, Percy Florence, after a series of miscarriages, brightens up his domestic life a bit and inspires him to compose his grandest epic, Prometheus Unbound, a lyrical drama in 4 acts. This is a great but uneven work that manages to orchestrate all of Percy Shelley's aspirations and contradictions as a poet and radical. Prometheus Unbound is partly a mythical drama and partly a political allegory that manages to combine Prometheus, the firebringer and champion of humanity. It combines it with Milton's view of Satan as the hero from Paradise Lost. With this view of Satan as the hero comes the view as God, as a tyrant and oppressor. Shelley presents a Prometheus/Lucifer figure of moral perfection that is liberated by the forces of the universe and who ultimately triumphs over tyranny in the name of all of mankind. The epic work features a bewildering variety of verse forms. You have rhetorical soliloquies, you have dramatic dialogues, you have love songs, you have lyric choruses, you have dream visions, and prophecies. Prometheus is, of course, chained in agony to a ravine of icy rocks. He is chained for having defied Jupiter/Zeus by bringing fire to mankind. Prometheus, while chained, is confronted by his mother, Earth, Gaia, but he is tempted to yield to Zeus/Jupiter's tyranny by Mercury and the fairies. Prometheus is growing weary of having his liver devoured each day, which is pecked out by an eagle, and then, of course, grows back overnight to begin the cycle of agony anew. This happens each and every day. Now, Asia and Pantha, the lovely daughters of the ocean, are determined to release Prometheus. So they confront the ultimate source of all power, the Demogorgon. The Demogorgon is a volcanic force that dwells in the shadowy underworld. The Demogorgon was, in fact, a forgotten Greco-Roman deity, a mysterious infernal god who was brought back from obscurity by the Italian writer Boccaccio. The Demogorgon was later used by Spenser in The Fairy Queen, by Dryden in The Spanish Friar, and is also used by Milton in Paradise Lost. The Demogorgon is actually a compound Greek word for demos, the people, and gorgo, which means terrifying. Now, Shelley fits the conception of the Demogorgon into his literary vision of historical necessity, which will bring about an alarming but ultimately beneficial social revolution. Now, Jupiter/Zeus is then abruptly vanquished by the now released Prometheus and by the eruption of the volcanic Demogorgon. Prometheus is then united with his beloved. Their child becomes the spirit of the hour. The child prophesizes the liberation of humanity with a cosmic coda. This coda is an epithelium. An epithelium is a Renaissance form of expression, basically a poem or song celebrating a marriage. The celebration, this epithelium, is sung by a chorus filled with spirits and celestial bodies like the sun, the moon, and the stars. Prometheus Unbound is a poetic masterpiece in which the concept of liberation is central. It is a mythical, sexual, scientific, and politically symbolic drama par excellence. Now, the Shelleys now enter a bit of a quieter period, and they go to Pisa, where Percy Shelley begins work on a number of shorter prose pieces, some of his most delicate, low-key, and visually suggestive short poems. For example, the Two Spirits, To the Moon, and the Isola. He also writes in defense of